This is your video recap of the Toronto Raptors taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I was down in Toronto, back in Hamilton now to recap all that went on at the ACC. It was the day that hockey came back to Canada. If you were unaware, I believe it's being broadcast on TSN and Sportsnet for the next 24 hours. Here's an idea. We'll talk basketball while they talk hockey. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the NBA finalists last year, they did not participate in basketball at the ACC last year because of the NBA's own labor situation, and the Thunder did not make an appearance at the ACC. The last time they were here was the year prior, and you didn't get to see Kevin Durant that time because Kevin Durant was hurt and not in the lineup. All hands on deck for the Thunder today. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Serge Ibaka, they all played a big role. Russell Westbrook with 23 points, 7 assists. He did have 5 turnovers in the game, but he also had 3 steals. He was a big factor in things. Kevin Durant, 22 points, which for him isn't a lot, but he had a move that we will talk about later against DeMar DeRozan that was simply incredible. If you were there live, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He had 22 points, 6 of 11 from the field, got to the line 9 times, made 8 of those 9. Russell Westbrook, by the way, also got to the line 6 times, made all 6 of his free throws. And then Serge Ibaka with a nice game for him. He has stepped up and become that third scorer with James Harden no longer around for the Thunder. He has a nice day for OKC with 19 points, 8 rebounds for him. He also had 5 turnovers, so it was a bit of a sloppy game for the Thunder. And that showed more so in the first half where the Raptors were able to hang around. In the second half, the Thunder would pull away in this one. But before we get to that, let's get to how the Raptors performed in this game. The good news was Amir Johnson in the starting lineup. Aaron Gray was not. He was a little bit scoring challenged when he was out with the flu. Today, though, Amir steps into the starting lineup after a forgettable game for him against Sacramento. Big game today, 38 minutes, 19 points, 9 rebounds. He did not get his first foul until the fourth quarter of the basketball game, and that was on a pretty slick move by Ibaka that kind of drew him into the foul, his only foul on the day. A great day for Amir in the starting 5, playing at the 5 position alongside Ed Davis. Ed Davis, not so much today. Ed Davis has been rolling along with Andrea Bargnani, nowhere to be found. Not so much today. Just 4 points for Ed Davis, 3 rebounds in 33 minutes and 50 seconds. DeMar DeRozan, another guy who's been doing fairly well recently, not so much in the last 2 games, but recently has done his fair share. Today, 11 points, just 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 16 shooting. That is not good. Only got to the line 4 times. Also not that great. Who the big star of the day was, though? No, it was not Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross had 0 points today, 0 for 2 from the field, but did play pretty well on defense and all of that. But it was actually Alan Anderson with 27 points, a career high for him, 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 8 from three-point land, 3 of 3 at the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He did have 3 turnovers. The man's not perfect, but he was so good, the Oklahoma City Thunder actually threw a double team on Alan Anderson. That's how good he was doing. And Alan Anderson, like the pro that he is, drove the baseline, dropped it off to Amir. Easy 2 points. Alan Anderson was making it look simple. He was the only Raptor that was making things look simple for the most part. Amir Johnson perhaps could say that as well, but not too many others. Mikal Petrus struggles in the starting lineup once again, only 3 points. He was 1 of 4 shooting. The one made was a 3, of course, which were all of his attempts, all 3-pointers. He only made 1. 16 minutes and 13 seconds of floor time. Dwayne Casey, when asked after the game if he thought about making a change at the 3 position, not so much. Sorry, Landry Fields not entering your starting lineup anytime soon, nor will be Alan Anderson or Terrence Ross. It seems Dwayne Casey is going to stick with Mikal Petrus for the time being, although he didn't go as far as he did with Andrea Bargnani, saying come hell or high water, Mikal Petrus is our guy. Because really, that would kind of be silly, right? Now, getting to Kevin Durant and what he did to DeMar DeRozan, a lovely double crossover that we will post for you below this video. Go check it out. Watch it. You will go, oh my goodness. And we apologize to DeMar DeRozan for showing this video, but it's just too good. Kevin Durant is just too good. And so were the Thunder on this day. They win it 104-92. They take out the Raptors. That is 2 straight for the Thunder. 26-7 on the season. One of the best teams in the Western Conference. The Raptors, their second loss in a row. They fall to 12-22 on the year. And they will look to regroup and take on a Philadelphia 76er team. One of those teams they are chasing if they are going to be in the playoffs. Yeah, the playoff race. If they're going to get in there, Sixers, one of those teams they're chasing. They have not done well within the Atlantic Division this year. A game they really got to get at the ACC on Wednesday. We'll see if they do. But before we get to that, we will have tomorrow, This Week in Raptorland, myself and Josh Lewinberg doing the podcast thing. We'll be talking all your Toronto Raptors news of the week, including this one with the Raptors and the Thunder. One last time, it was OKC 104, Raptors 92. Despite the fact the Raptors had a great deal of success versus Oklahoma City, surprising enough, at the ACC, they did not on this day. And you know what? That's the way it goes. Oklahoma City, one of the better teams in the NBA. In the AHL, they probably won't be for much longer, as they basically have half of Edmonton's roster on their team. They will be busy now. The NHL is back, and we basketball fans will have to learn to deal with that. It isn't easy, is it? But we'll try. More Raptors to come this week in Raptorland. And then the game Wednesday, Raptors, Sixers. We got you covered in the DNB.